Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Sri Sadguru Paramatmane Namaha. Sarva Maharshibhyo Namaha. The greatness of devotion is explained. 30th sloka. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mamananya bhak sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasthito hi saha. Substance. Even if the most sinful person worships me with undivided heart, he should be regarded righteous, for he has rightly resolved indeed. Commentary. Though the most wicked of men, if he takes refuge in the Lord with faith and devotion, striving to give up his wickedness, he should be regarded as a righteous and holy person. The Lord uses the superlative term Suduracharaha to indicate the worst forms of sin and evil. Even such a person should be known as the holy by virtue of his absolute self-surrender to the Lord. The reason is that he has come to the right decision that Paramatma is the only reality and he has obtained a glimpse of this ultimate truth. He has realized the illusory nature of the world and so he has taken final refuge in the only reality, Paramatma. His decision is right and his salvation is then assured by the Lord. He is ceaselessly contemplating the Lord and does not touch anything other than Atma. The evil pertaining to such a person is burnt up in the flame of knowledge. The heap of straw lying for several years can be reduced to ashes by fire. So the accumulated evil of the past births is destroyed by the fire of knowledge. The darkness existing in a remote mountain cave for thousands of years is destroyed immediately when a match is lighted. So the evil in man, however ancient it might be, is destroyed by the flash of knowledge. The asadhu becomes a sadhu. The demon becomes a god. What brings about this wonderful transformation? Pure devotion and right knowledge. Therefore, let no sinner be disheartened that the weight of sin is too much for him to bear. Let him decide right. Let him take refuge in the Lord with faith and devotion. He is freed from all sin. He is then a righteous man. Sadhu. Instead of condemning people as sinners, it is necessary to rouse the divinity in them. And this is the greatest act of goodness which the realized man can do humanity. The point to remember is that nothing good can come out of dull contemplation of one's own weaknesses, past and present. He should act positively and try to understand what is true and what is false. He should surrender himself to God, and that very moment he transcends all evil. Whatever evil clings to man in the state of ignorance, that is cleared off by right decision and determination. The path of God is the right path. The path of the world, drishya, is the wrong path. The word sadhu refers to the righteous man who is leading a truly spiritual life. Question. How can the wicked man become a sadhu? Answer. By single-minded devotion to God. Question. What is the right decision? Answer. To have faith in the Lord as the only reality is the correct decision. The Lord promises that his devotee never perishes. 31st sloka. Kshipram bhavati dharmatma sashvachantim nigachyati kaunteya pratijanehi name bhaktah pranasyati. Substance. O Arjuna, soon he becomes righteous and attains eternal peace. Know you for certain, my devotee will never suffer destruction. Commentary. The effect of the right decision is declared here. The wicked man quickly becomes a righteous man, dharmatma, and attains eternal peace. This point should be carefully understood because all progress in spiritual life depends on the correct and firm decision. One may read all the Shastras in the world and yet cling desperately to the ephemeral things of the world. Such a man has not come to the right decision. in spite of his learning and erudition. The decision that Paramatma alone is real and that he alone is the ultimate refuge should be reached. But doubt and darkness cover up the mind, and the truth, though repeatedly heard, does not sink into a mind and illumine the heart. But when the correct decision is reached, accepted, and confirmed by one's own heart, he immediately becomes a righteous man, whatever his former sins might be. Not only does he become righteous, but he enjoys supreme eternal peace. The Upanishads declare unto them comes peace and to none else. The second line of the verse is the Lord's proclamation to the world, my devotee never perishes. This is a Maha Mantra for all mankind. Whenever one feels dispirited, dull, and desperate, let this line be repeated, shouted at the highest pitch, so that the clouds of doubt and despair might be cleared and the Lord becomes manifest in his own heart. How can a man suffer from thirst when the holy Ganga is flowing by? How can a man become desperate when the loving Lord is standing by? No, let there be no doubt about it. The Lord throws a challenge to all doubters. Have faith in me, thou shalt not be destroyed. Let the feeble and infirm doubters feel the warmth of this declaration. The passionate Lord wants Arjuna to proclaim to all mankind that his devotees shall never suffer destruction. Remembering his promise, may all aspirants move forward on the glorious path of self realization. Question: how shall the wicked man change? Answer: by having faith in the Lord. He becomes Dharmatma very soon. Question: what shall be his reward? Answer: supreme peace. Question: what then is the way to attain peace? Answer: undivided faith and devotion to the Lord. Question: what is the Lord's promise? Answer: his devotees shall never perish. The Lord declares that even the low born reach the highest state of devotion to Him. 32nd sloka. Mam hi partha vyapashritya epi syuh papayonayaha striyo vaisyastatha sudrastepi yanti param gatim. Substance. O Arjuna, taking refuge in me, even those of sinful birth, as well as women, Vaishyas, and Sudras also attain the supreme goal. Commentary. It is declared that even those of sinful birth attain the Lord by taking refuge in Him. Even they transcend samsara by faith and devotion to the Lord. Moreover, women and people belonging to all castes attain the supreme goal by taking refuge in the Lord. Verily, no one is debarred from the highest realization, provided he has decided aright and knows the Lord to be the one reality. How hopeful and inspiring! No one need feel disheartened on account of low birth if he has developed true devotion to the Lord. Caste and creed is of no concern at all for anyone to attain Brahmagnana. This open secret is free for all. Women also are qualified for Brahmavidya. The University of Gita is thus proclaimed to the whole world. The all-inclusive and all-embracing character of the Gita distinguishes it from other sectarian scriptures which deny the right of liberation to certain section of people on account of race or creed or religion. Merit is the only consideration. All other artificial barriers between man and man are shattered once for all by the teaching of the Gita. Purity of mind is the real test of Gnana. When the mirror is pure, one can see the reflection clearly. The mirror makes no distinction between the rich and poor or high and low. Such is Brahmagnana, the birthright of every being in the universe. Among women, Shabiri and the milkmaids of Vrindavan and a host of women saints have attained the supreme. Among Vaishyas, Samadhi and others may be mentioned. The story of Samadhi is found in Markandeya Purana. Question: what is the state of Paramatma? Answer: it is the supreme state. There is nothing higher than that. Question: who can attain it? Answer. Those who take refuge in the Lord attain it. Question. Is anyone prohibited from this knowledge? Answer. No. Caste, greed, sex, low birth, these do not stand in the way of a person realizing the Supreme.